Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Kaiser Dragon Gaming, and today we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn on the PlayStation 4, also available on PC. This game crosses over the servers as well, so if you are playing on PC and you want to play with PS4 players, as long as you're on the same server, you probably already knew, you can play with each other. A lot of the people in my clan here, Solus, that's my clan or guild, as they're so called in these games, are actually PC players, and I play and talk to them just fine. Anyway, moving on to today's subject. So I have been asked about the combat system. Now, the combat system is very different from previous Final Fantasy games, and the fact is that because this is an MMO and not a traditional say up to 4 on 4 battles turn-based, which we're all used to in Final Fantasy games, this uses a slightly different approach for the genre of game that it is. So I'm just going to run through a few things, but first I need to head over and change my gear set. So I'm going to head over to my paladin. Boom. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, my paladin. So, combat. Now, you've probably seen me flicking through the bottom here, and this is where all the magic technically happens. Now, you'll see R2 and L2. Now, that's the button combination I need to hold. So if I hold right 2, it will then pop up with the options I need to press. So that will be triangle, circle, X, square, up, down, left or right on the D-pad, and again the same with left 2, triangle, circle, X, square, up, down, left, right. Now these perform the title of the said move. So if I wanted to sprint, say for instance, I'd hold left 2 and I press triangle. Let go of left 2 and you're doing the said action for I think it's 20 seconds. But let's get into the combat. So I want to go and head over to somewhere where there's something big that I can kill, or attempt to kill. This is always a good place to start. So because this is an MMO, as you can probably tell, MMOs are always online. You're always playing with other people. You're always engaging with new players or veteran players. You can jump into each other's games. You've got dungeons, you've got raids, you've got a story as well, which is actually quite nice. It's very, very long, it's quite tough, and it's very engaging. I will admit, it's the actual story is awesome. Now, what I will do is I will find something big and beefy to kill. What you might find is there's these blue things. I might end up running into one of those. They're called fates, and they're quite handy if you want extra XP and gear. Something big, that will do. Now I am max level for the moment. There is an expansion pack coming out soon for the game, and that's the case with that one. So this is one of the bigger enemies. I have my chocobo out. I forgot my chocobo was out. So I'm going to start off with my normal round, if I like. So I go right to triangle, correct, square, and left 2. It sounds daft, but it's this is my preferred method. I have several more attacks that I can use, so not probably the greatest enemy to fight, in all fairness. But the general idea is you can set up your controller how you like it. If you want to play keyboard and mouse, you can play keyboard and mouse also, as long as you've got a keyboard and mouse that is compatible with the PlayStation. That's easy enough. But then that plays more like a PC game, so you then map the keys to a destined control, if you like, a destined attack or a destined cooldown. Say for instance I wanted a cooldown on my Q key. If I had my keyboard plugged in, then I'd just map that to the buttons. So if that's the case, you can still map the buttons. If I wanted to, I could. Now I'm editing the hotbar, and I can go in, and if I wanted to, I can move these items around and make them a little bit more user friendly, which I did spend quite a lot of time doing. Oh, there's a fate nearby. Here we go. Level 36 Fate. So we're going to get in and we're going to fight lots of these guys that are crawling around all over the place. We're going to beat them up and see what we get. They're not going to be very hard to kill, but we're going to level sync down. We can get a proper look at the combat system. Because I've level synced, I don't have full control of everything that my character is capable of. Everything has a level, so you unlock things appropriately as you rank up, which is handy, obviously, because you don't want everything at the beginning of the game. You need it at the end. So this, just a quick note, the character I'm using, Paladin, their main role in the game is actually a tank. So I don't have the hugest amount of HP in the game at max level, but I have enough HP to be able to take on large hordes of enemies and survive with the help of the healer. Now the combat mechanism, like you've seen there, he was about to cast something in that cone in front of you. Now the idea is, if you're a tank, you can't stand in it. It's not advised, and it can, if fighting the wrong enemy, it can be a single hit. You pretty much can. Hey, now we're getting some interest. So the chocobo is optional. There you go. You see those cones there. They're attached to that particular character. The chocobo is optional. I've decided I need to level him up, so he needs to be out so he can fight alongside me. Whatever XP I get, he gets a portion of. Because I'm not gaining any XP, he's pretty much gaining it all, which is pretty much what he needs. So after you cool down, you will spend your days playing with the controller at least. Going between left 2 and right 2, and left 2 and right 2, and left 2 and right 2. I'm surprised I haven't worn my PlayStation controller out, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm going to unsync because I don't want to. He'll find me, there we go. So that is pretty much the basics. There are more in-depth things, and you have things that can help healers or help your auto attack. So if you hit something to begin with and you grab what we call aggro, you can auto attack and it will hit every so many seconds. That's the potency. You have all sorts of other things that can enable you to hold aggro and get it from a distance, such as shield lob, which is quite handy. As you progress, you get things that will make you temporarily invincible, which is this hallowed ground, I believe. Renders you impervious to most attacks for 10 seconds. So it's not completely overpowered, and it does take 420 seconds to recast. So within that time, you have to use it rather wisely. If you get low on health, it's quite handy if you pop it and then jump in a thing called Covalescence and Sentinel, which will help the healer as long as you've got Shield Oath active. It sounds complicated, I'm making it sound easy, but it's really not. It took me a while to learn how to do it myself with the help of actually a healer. So, but anyway, there is the quick overview of A Realm Reborn's battle system. It does get a lot more complicated. If you'd rather see the more complicated things and have me try and explain them to you, that's fine. And until the next video, I will see you then. TTFN.